Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is the official session directly from Harsha Technologies. In the first session, we will start our discussion with a person who invented the language. Okay, let us first meet him, and he is Guido Van Rossum. He is the inventor for Python programming. Okay, so with him, by taking good morning to him, let me get into the session. Okay. Now, whatever the language we are learning, first of all, first you should know the basic building blocks. Okay. Okay. I'm not discussing what is program, algorithm. I have already given the basic knowledge. Now, first of all, everyone should know about identifiers. Then variables, constants, then operators, data types, conditions, loops, functions, file IO, then data structures. Every language has their own kind of identifiers, variables, operators, data types. But if you know this one, this is called as core programming. Okay. You should be good in up to here. Then data structures are used to build up programming. Okay. Now, Python supports various data structures such as range function, string object, list object, tuple object, then dictionary and set. You should be good in this. I will call these areas our core part. Okay. Once we are good with core part, then secondly we will go for advanced part. Okay. Advanced part consists of object oriented programming. Okay. Now, like C++, Java, C hash, all these are object oriented languages. Now, Python is also pure object oriented language. Here we should learn about abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Once if you know these four concepts, you will be good in object oriented. Then I'll take another part called as application programming part, where I will discuss about NumPy. NumPy used for mathematical operations, pandas, E is used for data analysis, matplotlib is used for visualization, then Flask used for web application framework, and sklearn library used for machine learning libraries. Okay, these are the things you should know. Okay. First of all, according to my knowledge, it is core. Every language will have this kind of things. Clear? But names may be different. Okay. So, if you permit me, I'll start my today's session with what is identifiers and variables. Shall I go? Now,
yes.
Yeah. Let me start most of the people are asking, sir, do we need any programming knowledge? Okay, most of the people, those who are joining, not required. I'm starting anything from scratch. Okay, that's it. Simply sit in my class and practice whatever the programs I'm teaching in the class on the day itself. Don't have any backlogs. Then you should learn good programming. Okay, let me start my discussion with what are identifiers. Now everyone knows that memory. Computer understands only bits. Okay, they are zeros and ones. Okay, for example, identifiers are nothing but naming conventions. Okay, like I have my name Dr. Raju, like you have your name Harsha, and like this everyone has their own names. Like that, identifiers are names used to identify the object. Okay, such as it can be a variable, It can be a module, it can be a class, it can be a function or anything. Okay, first of all, we should know how to know the naming conventions. Okay, first let me discuss the basic rules of naming convention. The first and foremost rule is either you can use uppercase character, that means so from capital A to capital Z, the first character, or you can use lowercase, or you can use underscore. You should not start your identifier with a digit. It is not possible. And second rule is you can give any long sequence of characters. Mostly if I go for Windows, we will give 8 characters length. If I go for Linux, it will accept up to 64 characters. In Python, you can use any thousands of characters also. Okay, but whatever the names we are giving, they must be related to the code. Okay. Third one is you should not use any special characters like exclamatory mark, at the rate, hash, dollar, percentage, star. No, you should not use special characters. The fourth one is keyword should not be used. What is a keyword? Every language will come with some keywords. Okay, that means the meaning, the syntax and semantics of that meaning already given to the programming language. Fifth point is Python is case sensitive. Upper cases letters are different from lower cases letters. Some languages they may use upper, lower, they may be same, but in Python it is case sensitive. Okay, but Java is, if you take Java, case insensitive. Okay, are you getting me? With this basic stuff, can you please answer for my queries? Can you please tell me whether they are valid or invalid identifiers? AB 100. My first character is lowercase, so it is valid. This is also valid because it is starting with underscore. This is also valid because it is underscore. Can you please tell me it is valid or invalid? Invalid because it is starting with digit. A plus B. I told that you should not have special symbols. It is not valid. For is a keyword. This is also not valid. Is it okay? Can anyone has any queries in this? Now I will tell one function that is called as isIdentifier. IsIdentifier is a function which will tell whether these identifiers are valid or invalid, which is always written Boolean. Boolean means it is going to return two representations. First one is true, second one is false. Okay, so shall I demonstrate this with Jupyter Notebook? Now, what kind of software I'm using? I'm using Anaconda software. Okay, Anaconda is coming up with three kinds of IDEs. One is Jupyter Notebook. For initial sessions, we will use Jupyter Notebook. It is a good one to learn. Second one is Spider. You can have IPython. You can use PyCharm. You can use VS Code, Visual Studio Code, anything. But for first few sessions, I will use Jupyter Notebook. So shall I get to it? Now, can you please answer for my question? What is the maximum possible length of identifier? Just now I told that identifiers can be of any length. Okay. Now, can you please respond which of the following is invalid identifier? Can anyone? It is a blind answer.
Option B.
Yes, it is a blind. Directly, it is a blind answer. You should not start with a number. Okay. Now let me demonstrate this concept. Then I'll go for next one. Can you please see my screen? Now, this is called as Jupyter Notebook. I think yesterday I have shown you in the previous class. I told you how to work with Jupyter Notebooks. I hope you understood. If not, you can go for video number 2. Okay. I think videos are there in your chat box. Are you getting me? Now, every row you are seeing a row. It is called a cell where I can write code. Okay. Now look at carefully here. There are two different kinds of cells. Cell types are code cell, markdown cell. What is the meaning of code cell? Code cell means I can write a Python code. Markdown cells are used for doing documentation. I think if you are working in software industry, documentation is a regular part. In analysis, we will do documentation. In design, in coding, testing, and maintenance. Documentation plays vital role. While doing program, you can do documentation using Python Jupyter Notebooks. That is the beauty of Jupyter Notebooks. So How to do coding, how to do documentation, we'll see in the coming sessions. But right now, we'll get into, in order to print anything onto the console, we have a built-in function called print. That's it, only print. If you want to print any string, either you can give in single quotes or you can give in the double quotes. Both are valid in Python. Okay, one more point. Look at here. Either you can use single quotes or you can give double quotes. Both are valid in Python. Okay, string is a group of characters enclosed in either single or double quotes. Now let me erase it. Now, let me go one by one. Look at here. Just simply type the code and simply press run or press alt enter. Now I'll tell you what happens when you use alt enter. Okay. Now if in between, if the cells, if you want to add here, you use plus symbol. Plus symbol will give a new cell where I can write a single line of code, multiple lines of code. Okay. One more point I will say, I have forgotten. You can write one line logic or you can use multiple lines. Okay. It is up to you. Okay. Now I'll ask one question. Can you please respond? What will be the answer for this question? Underscore is identifier. If it is valid, it returns true. If it is invalid, it returns false. Will you agree? Now, is identifier is a function which will tell whether this is valid or not. This is true or false. I hope you understood this question. Can you please respond? Any query?
No.
Yeah. Next, let me go for what are variables. Okay. I'll spend 2 to 3 minutes on this point. Okay. Kindly listen carefully. Now, here, now I need to deal with variables. Okay. Variables are memory locations. Memory locations where I wanted to store my values. Okay. Now, every memory location will be identified with identifier, identity. Okay. This will be unique. Now, look at carefully. Variables are reserved memory locations to store values. Okay. Variables are reserved memory locations to store values in the memory. Okay. Now Python variables do not explicit declaration of memory space. Okay. No need to specify the, simply what we will do is simply look at here carefully. For example, if you call a is variable name, I'm going to store 10. 10 is called as integer. This integer 10 I'm storing in a variable called as a. Is it okay? Whenever you create this variable, what will happen in the memory? It is going to create an object called py int object, and a equal to 10. Whenever you create a equal to 10, it is going to create a 16-digit unique identifier for you. Okay, na? Now, for example, if you take C language or C++ or Java or C#, you have to specify the data type also. Data type variable name is equal to value. Some languages, they also store, you have to write storage location where you are going to store this variable, but storage location not required, data type not required in Python. Simply what you have to do, the declaration happens automatically whenever you assign a value. Whenever you assign a value to a variable, the data type declaration will be automatically done. Okay, na? That is what is variable. So shall I go to next slide? Now here, in computer science, 100 is called as number. It is also called as integer. I'm storing a value 100 in a variable called as variable 1. If I want to print this value, simply what I will do, print of variable 1. It is going to print it as 100. Now, if I want to know this data type of this variable 1, I have a built-in function called type. Type of variable 1 means it is going to print like this, class, comma, integer. I already told you, na, everything in Python is an object. So integer is also an object. I hope it is clear for you. Then Now 1000.0, any real number will be called as float. Okay. Now I'm storing, maybe you take it for 50, store a variable in variable 2. If I want to print this, I will use print of variable 2. It is going to print as 1000.50. If I want to know the data type, what I will use, type of variable 2. It is going to give it as class comma float. Third kind of data which we use regularly is called a string. Just now I told string is a group of character enclosed in. This is also valid. Both are same. This is valid and this is valid. You can use either double quotes or single quotes. I'm assigning a string to the variable 3. If I ask type of variable 3, it is going to print class comma str. That means by looking at this, you have to identify that integer is an object and the float is an object and the string is an object in Python. I hope clear for everyone. Hello? Any queries?
Yes. No.
Yeah. Now I can assign a single value to multiple variables. Now x will get 10, y will get 10, and z will get 10. Okay, now look at here. Python allows us to assign a single value to several variables simultaneously. Now this is case 1. Case 2 is I can also assign multiple values to multiple variables. Okay, 10 is an integer, I am assigning to x. 25.5 is a float, I am assigning to y. Python is a string, I am assigning to z. X means 10, y means 25.5, z means Python. Is it okay? This is happens only in Python. Don't try this in other languages. Okay, Python allows us to assign multiple values to several multiple variables simultaneously. I hope you understood. This is case 2. Any queries? Now, I'll ask one question. Now, I will just take a number n. I wanted to print it. Just can you guess what will happen? Just guess what will happen. Print of n. Basically, it is going to generate error. What kind of error it is going to generate? Name error. What is the meaning of name error? It says that I don't know n. The memory says that what is n? I don't know. So in order to overcome this problem, I should assign some value. It is better to assign any value. Now, if you print it, is going to print it as 0. Are you getting me? In Python, always if a variable is not defined, okay, trying to give error. This is older version. The nowadays it is giving the error as name error. Okay, so shall I showcase it for 2 minutes in the Jupyter notebook? Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, please. Now, let us consider 100 is a value that I am assigning to variable. Now, print of variable 1 means it is going to print 100. Type of variable 1 means type is a function. It is going to print the data type of variable 1. Okay, I hope you understood. In the same thing happens for float also. Look at here. Then same thing happens for string also. Variable 3 equal to Python. Type of variable 3 means in Jupyter notebooks, it's not necessary to give print statement. If you have only one variable, no need to give. Else, you can also give print statements. Look at your type of variable 1 means string. Okay, na? So int float strings are called as objects. I'll discuss in detail. I can assign a single value to multiple variables. If I want to print only x, I will print. If I want to print multiple variables, what I will do? I will separate with comma. X comma y comma z means it is going to print the values x, y, z. Okay. Then I can assign multiple values 10, 25.5 with Python. Now look at here. Print of x comma y comma z. I'll tell you without assigning any value. Now, if I print it, what is happening? It is going to generate name error. Okay, it is going to generate name error. If I want to overcome this name error, what I have to do? I have to assign anything equal to 0. Then you will not find any errors. Clear for everyone? Hello.
Yes.
Now I will suggest one point. No, okay. You have a book two sides now. Maybe while taking running notes, you take running notes. From right side, you have to note down whatever errors are coming. Okay, you have to note down. You should note down the errors. Debugging is the secondary criteria to become a good programmer. Whatever, if you just now if you note down this error, naming error, whenever you assign some value, the error has been removed. You should note down this point in this book. Like this, at least minimum you should get 20 errors. That's it, sufficient. You in order to become good programmer, if you know regularly coming errors, maybe 20 to 30 errors will come regularly. If you know how to solve them, you can write any sort of code. Okay, so kindly follow the session. Okay, in the notebook. Okay, sometimes in the interviews they're asking, explain about what are the errors which are coming regularly. You should say name error, key error, index error, value error. Like this, you have to say 10 kinds of error, and you have to also say how to solve the errors. Is it okay? I hope you understood my point. Okay, can you note down whatever the errors which are coming up, and you should also know the how to solve the steps. Okay, na? Whenever you note down, if it becomes around 25 to 30 errors, then if the error comes the next second time, you can easily solve it within seconds. Most of the people will go for Stack Overflow. Okay, there is a just a minute. I'll show you. Most of the people, whenever they get errors, they will post it in Stack Overflow. This is the best one. Okay, if you have any queries, you can post it here. Okay, are you getting me? Hello, can you please respond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Now some other people are also asking, sir, we don't have Anaconda. How to work it out? I shown about Jupyter Google Collaboratory. Can you please respond? Okay,
Yeah.
kindly. Yeah. Did I shown or not?
Yes.
Yes. If yes, yes, I will not discuss this point, please. Now let me go to next slide. Now, then next very important point we must know is operators. Now there are two things: operands and operators. Okay, if I declare a equal to a comma b equal to 100 comma 200, if I write c equal to a plus b, print c, everyone knows that this will become 300. Here a b c are called as operands, and plus and equal to are called as operators. Okay, now what the operators are doing? Operators are changing values of operands. Are you getting me? Look at the same point I heard. An operator is used to manipulate the values of operands. Okay. Python supports various kinds of operations. These are various operators: arithmetic operators, relational comparison operators, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. Okay. Total it supports 7 kinds of operators. The first and foremost kind of operator is arithmetic operators. They are used for doing regular mathematical operations. Okay, Python supports these are the arithmetic operators: addition for addition, plus for addition, minus for subtraction. This is star and multiplication, and slash for division, mod for modulus, a remainder, double star operation. This is for power operation, also called as exponent, and two slashes are used for floor division. Okay, now let me take a small example: 17 and 3. I will write a 17. I will divide 17 with 3. 5 threes are 15. Remainder is 2. If I put dot here, I'll get 0 here. 6 threes are 18. Once again, remainder 2. So shall I call it as remainder? Shall I call this as quotient? Now, how to get these values? Now look at carefully. 17/3. The output is quotient. Okay, so it is 5.6. 17/3 always takes an integer value of this quotient. So the answer is 5. 17 mod 3, which will gives me the remainder 2. I hope you understood quotient, remainder, and the floor division. Double slash is used for floor division. In the quotient, always you should take integer value. You should not consider float value. Is it okay? Now, what is this double star operation? 2. If I want to calculate to 2 cube, what I will do is 2 double star 3. It is called as 2 cube. That is 8. I hope you understood about exponential operation. Can you please respond? Any query?
No.
Everyone?
No.
Yeah. Now, just a minute. Now, I don't want to discuss this, but I'll discuss some beautiful examples right now. Now, I have to follow some rule while doing some arithmetic operations. That is called as Permanas. Stands for, I think in your childhood you have learned about Bodemar's principle. Bracket, open, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Here, I'm giving my own formula called Permanas principle, parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. You have to follow these rules while solving expressions. Shall we solve some expressions? Shall we go? No. Give me 1 minute. Let me go to some expressions. Yeah, can you please respond? Shall we solve them? So, 2, okay, star, 3, star, 2. First of all, parenthesis has to be executed. So 3 square means 9. Okay, na? So it will be 2 power 9. 2 power 9 is equal to 512.
512.
Yeah. Now, can we solve this equation? First of all, this is parenthesis. 2 cube equal to 8. 8 power 2 is equal to 64. Then, now I don't have any parenthesis. But one point you must remember in this case, okay, except when I have the expression like this, 2 double star 3 double star 2. Except exponent operation, all the operators will be executed from left to right, but exponent operators will go from top to bottom, like this. 2 cube square. First of all, this will be executed, then this will be executed. 3 square is 9, and then 2 power 9 equal to 512. So the answer for this question is 512, 64, 512. Everyone will agree? Can you please respond?
Yes.
Now, can we solve this equation? Now, you will be in the dilemma. Sir, what will be the precedence of operator? Look at here. First of all, exponent. This is exponent operation, highest precedence. Then star, division, floor division, then mod. Now we are eligible to solve this equation. Then first of one is exponent, then star, then division, floor division, then mod. Okay, na? So, tell me the answer for this. Does mod is having highest precedence or slash?
Floor division.
Yes, 4 6 are 24. Remainder is 0. This is 4. Yes, 4 mod
4.
3. Yes, 1 3 is the remainder is 1. So the answer is 1 here. Then what is the answer for this? Here, when you have same operators, they will go from left to right. Okay, so 24 divided by 4 6. 6 divided by 3 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the answer is 1, 3. Is it okay? I hope you understood. You got my point.
Yes.
Now, can you please tell me the answer for this? Plus and subtraction. After this, we have plus and subtraction. Plus is having the lowest precedence. So slash is having highest. So 2 by 2 is 1. 43.55 will 1 will 44.55. Now I'm giving this value for int function. Then what will happen? Int is a function which will take only integer value. So the output is 44. So the answer is 44 for this. Can you please respond?
Yes.
Now, can you please solve this equation? I have double slash and slash, which is having highest precedence. Slash is having, so 3 by 3 is 1. 22 by 3,
7.
7 3s are 21. So 7 plus 1 equal to 8. 8 I'm converting into floats. Float means it will become 8.0. So the answer is B. Is it okay?
Yep.
I hope you answer, you got this.
Precedence.
Yeah, just a minute. Can you please solve these questions? Which of the operator is, everyone knows it is a childish one, x to the power. Which of the one is floor division, double slash, just now we have solved it. And mathematical operations can be performed on string. By default it is no. Mathematical operations can be performed only on integer and float. Now, operators with the same precedence are evaluated from left to right. Just now we have done it. Can you please tell me the answer for this? Star having highest precedence. So 1 cube is 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. The answer is C. Okay, na?